People. People are the biggest driver of growth, product differentiators, and profitability. People. Easy. One thing. That's all you have to do. Right? People are the most difficult part of most of our jobs. And so this talk is really actually going to stay a little bit away from people, except as they are influenced by other things. And it's really going to talk about all of those other things that are a little bit easier to drive. Behavioral strategy is the practice of creating strategic environmental influencers in order to get people to more likely choose the behaviors you need. And so what I'm going to do in this talk is I'm going to go through some behavioral science, I'm going to go through some case studies, and I'm going to give you some frameworks that you can actually take back to your own teams and apply. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to propose this framework, which was put together by Herb Simon. Herb Simon was actually an amazing guy. He, not overly influential, but he was at IIT, UC Berkeley, and then headed up CMU. He was a cognitive psychologist. He worked in computer science, artificial intelligence, economics, won a Nobel Prize in economics, as a matter of fact. Not a lightweight guy at all. He came up with this theory that he called bounded rationality, which was really looking at what drives human behavior. And when he looked at all of these things, he found that they fell into two piles, right? One was the human brain, so the individual person, and the other was their environment. So his quote, human rational behavior is shaped by a scissors whose blades are the structure of task environments and the computational abilities of the actor, right? So if you want to change behavior, you have two choices. You either change the person or you change the environment. Now, changing the person, as all of you who manage teams know, can mean changing the person, as in finding a different one, or changing the person, as in finding the right training development. Changing the environment means much more, and we'll get into that in a minute. Now, I want to talk about behavioral science a little bit. It comes from a lot of different fields. And as an example, and behavioral science has been around for a while, this quote from a researcher in 1950 actually talks about the fact that you and I are more likely to become friends if I run into you every day at the